Okay, here's an update about the simulation I've been working on. Basically, I've built a small city with different buildings, and my NPCs are gonna work in one of these buildings and occasionally run after each other to try and talk to each other. And you just block her here. There we go. Lisa is gonna talk to Vanessa, so that's all using local language models. And we're gonna have modifiers for emotions, friendliness, and maybe facts are learned. You just saw like a lot of facts being learned. So I can see Vanessa's emotions right here. I can see her personality as well. The facts she's just learned. So she's learned a few facts about Lisa. All of this at the moment is not really accurate because the models have not been fine-tuned yet. The tiny models are taking care of this analysis. I can see the social relationships she has with different people. I can see her current goal. I can see her inventory. So I've also got a console. So let me just hide for now. We don't need to see all the traces. But I've got different filters that are going to show to me what's happening in different categories. And I've got my charts. So here for each NPC, I can see the priority of the different goals. I can see their emotions, and each NPC has a different baseline of emotion they basically gravitate towards. I thought it was realistic to put in. And I've got the token consumption of each module. So because I'm running everything locally, I'm not paying anything. All of this is free. I'm still using tokens, but I've got no costs. I've also got a few stats because as you can see, when there's a lot happening at once, there are stuttering issues, which is expected because the game is not optimized yet. But in the future, you basically want to stagger calls so that you spread the calls over a few frames and you avoid having all of these bottlenecks. To actually monitor this, I'm looking at the event load. So I've basically got the threshold and I can see there are spikes which usually happen after conversations where there's a lot of LLM calls going on. I should say SLM calls. So I'm gonna have to work on optimizing that. Here, huge spike that just happened in a moment. If I look at the memory as well, I gave myself a budget of 6 gigs of RAM, and I was like, okay, how much can I fit in that? I've got a Quen which has shared weights, and each of the two modules that use Quen model, they have their own weights as well. So that's a dialogue module, which is used to open dialogue or to reply to a message. This is the summary module, which is used at the end of a conversation to be like, okay, what did I just learn about this conversation? And then, as you saw, we store these facts in the NPC's memory. Then I've got the tiny models. So you're going to see after each message, there's going to be some sort of effect on the emotion of the NPC. And there's going to be some friendliness effect. And there's going to be some fact learning. So everything that's about friendliness, intent, and emotion, it's going to be handled by very tiny models that are not fine-tuned yet. So at the moment, the issues are the staggering and actually the stuttering and the fact that the facts that are learned by the NPCs are not really accurate because the models are not trained well. And the actual dialogue is low quality because base models that are this size, 0.8 billion parameters, 90 million parameters, actually 121, they're not really that good out of the box. So the main challenge right now is going to be how do you fine tune a small language model in a way that leads to a coherent personality for NPC. And I've already built a pipeline, already ran some tests, and basically you need a lot more data and a specific strategy for training. So hopefully I'm going to be able to show massive improvement on conversation and everything after I fine tune the models properly.